What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks, and I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. Hey, bonjour. How's everybody doing? So this video, I really am trying to figure out how, right? And I know some of you guys may be wondering, how what? What is Jeremy talking about? What's the issue at hand? And my confusion lies in the quote unquote redemption of Giselle Bryant, right? Now, this is us coming off of the heels of the past Potomac season, season 7, where Giselle showed her complete ass, her and Robin, right? Exhibiting a lot of colorist statements, a lot of colorist energy, a lot of colorist actions, a lot of unfair treatment, a lot of kind of discriminatory treatment towards Wendy Asefo and Candace Dillard Bassett, right? But when the show was on, it seemed as if it was like a bipartisanship of support, from all different types of spectrums, black, white, light, dark, in between, all of those things, all of these people who are supposedly banding together to rid the world or rid Bravo or rid Potomac of said colorism, right? But me being dark skinned, I should have known. I should have known right then and there when it was all of these people that something was not genuine about this support, right? So skip forward. Now the season ends, right? And there's a new Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip featuring Giselle Bryant, Portia Williams, Guobadia, Candace Dillard Bassett, Marisol, Alexia, Leah, who else? Oh, Heather and Whitney. And Giselle is on there. First 2 to 3 episodes, Giselle is stirring the pot, producing stuff, trying to start drama between people, trying to insult people. And then not only that, but lying about her actions in her season of Potomac that, aired previously, So she's lying about the accusations that she's had against Christopher Bassett. She's lying about numerous things. Give me a second, you guys. I just need to see something. Okay, I knew I wasn't tripping. Okay, just making sure. All right. So give me 1 second, you guys. Let me just okay, never mind. I'm good. So this latest season of Real House Ultimate Girls Trip came, and it seemed as if, everybody all of a sudden has amnesia. It seems that everybody is just completely forgetting everything that happened during the season of, Potomac. Giselle throwing out accusations against people. Giselle literally saying on stage in front of millions of people that she does not care about Wendy being abused, assaulted, all of those things, basically confirming and knowing that what she did was a double standard against Monique. All of these things, right? And all she had to do to be redeemed or to begin this redemption story, right, is push her titties up and wear a black cat suit to watch what happens live and be messy and shady on the latest season of Real House Ultimate Girls Trip. That's it. No public apology, no acknowledgement of wrongdoing, no explanation of her actions, no none of that. Nah, all you gotta do if you light skin and quote unquote pretty is push your titties up and wear a black cat suit and be fine and cute. And that's all it takes for you to be absolved of all of the things that you've done, all of the things that you've said, all of the actions that you've committed, all of the things that you have initiated and instigated. Right? All of that. I go on Twitter, while I'm watching the Real House Ultimate Girls Trip, because one thing I love to do is hear other people's point of view when it comes to reality television, because it's quite interesting how all of us can watch something, right? Watch the same thing and view it in all of these different ways, all of these different spectrums, and different things point out to different people because of, upbringing, because of how they were raised, because of what they feel of importance to them, morally, philosophically, all of those things. So I love that, So I go on Twitter and I look up the hashtag Real House Ultimates Girls Trip, right? 3. And I see, y'all can be mad all y'all want to, but one thing Giselle is gonna do is cause drama, and she's good at it. I stand. Hate it or not, Giselle is looking so cute on Watch What Happens Live, with Andy and Portia. I love their dynamic. I completely stand. Like, I'm just like, what is going on here? What? What happened to all of that vitriol y'all had? What happened to all of that support for colorism that y'all had? What happened to all of that support for Wendy, for Candace, for all of the dark-skinned people who's ever been done wrong? Y'all was even trying to bring up Monique, even though Monique claimed that there was no colorism against her, whatever the case may be. And now it's just all wiped away. Giselle can just start anew. New start, new clothes, all her old actions absolved, and we just got to move on. I guess y'all gonna be mad at Candace for dragging this out next season. Why? Right? That's how this is gonna work. Candace is still not gonna be messing with Giselle next season. Then y'all gonna turn on her and be mad because she needs to get over it. But in the same breath, though, let's hold everything against Candace. Let's throw it in Candace's face what she said about Ashley. Let's throw it in Candace's face what she said about Giselle. Let's throw it in Candace's face what she said about Robin. Like, anything bad about Candace. Let's hold that against her and like monkey stomp her on social media for 5 to 7 years. No matter what she does, no matter what she accomplishes, no matter what she goes through, none of that matters. You nasty bitches are still in her comment section telling her that she don't deserve to have no kids, she don't need to reproduce, all of this nasty shit. Like, y'all don't forget that. Y'all don't forget the shit that Candace does, even though none of it she provokes. It's just her reacting. But all of you motherfuckers got amnesia when it comes to Giselle? I'm confused. And that makes me feel that this whole conversation of colorism that was had was not progressive, was not real, was not honest, was not genuine. Most of you motherfuckers that been doing these videos or that's been popping shit on, Twitter about this shit is just trying to y'all just trying to get attention. Y'all was just trying to trend. You motherfuckers never cared about colorism. You motherfuckers never cared about the trife, the tribulation, the mistreatment, the abuse, the abandonment that dark-skinned people go through. Y'all never gave a fuck about that because all the bitch had to do was come back and wear a bodysuit, push her titties up and put her hair in a high top ponytail, and all of you sudden you motherfuckers get amnesia. Y'all, I don't know. When as I go through my thoughts and things like that, I really question if I'm going to be able to mentally be able to review this upcoming season, if I want to review it at all. Because the amount, and I'm just gonna be frank, y'all. Y'all already know Jeremy is trying to turn over a new leaf. I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to be more understanding. I'm trying to cuss less. I'm trying to pray more. And I'm on my eat, pray, love shit. That's what I'm trying to do. Right? Eat, pray, love, and all of that other shit. But what I'm saying is that I had no idea how many of these dumb bitches are fans of, Real Housewives of Potomac. I had no idea. I mean, I should have kind of knew when I realized how much direct hate that Candace was getting. I should have known that a lot of people were just dumb bitches, but I shrugged it off to just a difference of opinion. But the thing is, all of that vitriol and hate y'all have for Candace for the things that she said, y'all not keeping that same energy with Gizelle or Robin. Like the season wraps, you just forget about it. And it's over. Whatever. Girl, what colorism, girl? Do you see her in this bodysuit? Do you see this makeup? Do you see her hair, girl? She looks amazing, girl. I don't even remember what the colorism was. I stand. What? Is this all it takes? Is this all it takes? Is this it? If this is what it's gonna be, y'all, I don't think I can do it. And it really, and it really makes me so fucking upset because for a second I thought that people understood the things that Wendy and Candace were going through. I really did. I really did think that people were beginning to open their eyes to how colorism can affect dark-skinned people. I really did. But now I see that it was just trendy for you niggas. It was just trendy. Everybody was talking about it. You were able to make a lot of views talking about it. You were able to get a lot of clicks, a lot of likes, a lot of retweets talking about it, but you truthfully never gave a fuck. Because the moment that you had to abandon this fight against colorism, you did. And all it took, it wasn't an apology. It wasn't a sign of change. It wasn't, a restructuring of the system that, has been set forth that, that facilitates the systemic colorism. It wasn't none of that. All it took was a bodysuit, a wonder bra, and a high ponytail. And then Portia Williams sitting right next to it. And you motherfuckers have amnesia. I cannot. I can't. And like, it really bothers me because I just know that y'all are I just know how this is going to go. Everybody is going to have forgiven Gizelle on Candace's behalf, and then dictate and try to steer Candace in how she should forgive and forget when it comes to Gizelle. How she shouldn't be on the show if she still has such an issue with Gizelle. I already know how this is going to go. because it literally mirrors how it is in real life. You know, when dark-skinned people speak up for themselves, you know, when people of a certain hue speak up for themselves, they're aggressive, they're rude, they're angry, they're mean. And that even like I deal with that a lot of my life as well. You know, I can just speak my mind, and all of a sudden, like they're like people act like I pulled out an AK-47. They acting shook and scared. But let this other bitch say whatever they feel or what's on their mind, and it's fine. And if I wrong them, it's, you know, it's, oh my God, I cannot believe you did that. I'm gonna, like, let me go check on her, you know, let me go see about her, let me go see about him, let me go do that. And then, you know, when I get wronged, all of a sudden it's like, you should be forgiving about it. You should get over it. It's not that deep. Bitch, it's the depth of the ocean with me. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not that deep. And you know, that's what I'm talking about. They're laying down the groundwork. This will never change. This will never get better because the fans are ignorant. And then, you know, what kills me the most is when I see dark-skinned men and dark-skinned women standing for Gizelle and Robin's bullshit. And y'all, I'm not going, although Giselle did what she did on the season, let's be real, she stirs the pot and brings the drama. You know, I can only stand that. I love that. And she looks so good right now. Do you see her talking to Portia? I love their chemistry. It is so amazing to see how much of a change it is. Like, girl, what are you talking about? Stupid bitch. Like, what are you talking about? If I had hair, I would rip it out and come back to the scalp like this. But unfortunately, I'm all scalp already. It really bothers me. It really does. The fact that people can just easily forget the shit that Giselle has done this past season. Giselle doesn't do nothing. She don't. But let these niggas tell it. They're on Twitter like fawning over her right now. They're fawning. They're like, first of all, like, it was wrong what Giselle did, yes, but at the end of the day, Giselle brings the drama, to Real House Ultimate Girls Trip, and it really do showcases how much of a great producer she could be. Girl, what? I hate you bitches. I really do. I just you flip floppy colorism forgiving bitches. I cannot stand you hoes. And I hope you stub your fucking toe on a bed rail, bitch. Let me tell you that. Because ain't no motherfucking way. Let Candace do something. Y'all motherfuckers been holding shit against Candace. Been holding shit against Candace for 5 to 6 years. Still bringing up Monique. See what how does it feel when Monique? I guess you understand what Monique. I guess Monique. You finally Monique. Justice for Monique. Like all y'all can hold that shit against her and never forget. Never let her forget it. But all it takes is this accordion neck heifer to push her titties up and put on a faux leather jumpsuit for you motherfuckers to Giselle needs forgiveness. I cannot wait to see the redemption story. Girl, what? I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying not to cuss. I'm trying not to really give what needs to be gave right now. I'm really trying not to, not to really allow myself to be affected by this, but I just cannot help the amount of offense that I feel. Cause I feel like I've been tricked. I feel like I've been hoodwinked. I feel like I've been bamboozled. I feel like I've been led astray. I feel all of those things because y'all motherfuckers are playing games. Y'all motherfuckers are playing games. Y'all playing games. Y'all are not genuine. Y'all never cared. Y'all never cared about colorism. And I just want to know, when will we as dark-skinned people visited Twitter to leave Tamar Metz PYT? You bet not. You bet not be messaging Tamar. Y'all, what message are you leaving her? Y'all, I'm trying to find my way back to my channel too, by the way. It's been real difficult for me to try to understand or figure out how to like reignite my channel after, going on hiatus for like 3 to 4 weeks for real, and not really being up here, but like watching all of this shit go down really is it's making me not even want to do this shit because bitches are really dumb. It's really giving that. I am with you because it giveth ignorance. Such a sad shame. Absolutely. It really is. It really drives me crazy how much, all it fucking takes is a bitch to push her areolas up to the moon, and you motherfuckers are ready to just say, oh, she was never colorist. Fuck every single one of you flip-floppery bitches. I missed you too, Morgan. Thank you. Told her this is why her mom was going to smack the piss out of her. PYT, stop messaging. Y'all gotta stop messaging these celebrities. Stop. Stay out of this. If Candy is not even bothered, why are you? Child, it's giving Love and Marriage Huntsville fans. It's giving Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's giving Love and Marriage Huntsville fan PYT. Don't do that. Child. Gisele is a colorist and will stay a colorist. Exactly, because she can just, all she got to do is look cute. And it really makes me wonder, is the only reason that y'all have noticed that Gisele is colorist is because she can't dress? If she could really dress well and look real fine as fuck, would y'all even have noticed this colorism? Would y'all have even noticed this? Hey, Show Orchid. I missed y'all too. I was thinking about doing a review today, but I already did one for SWV and Escape. I did one for that one. I was thinking about maybe doing one for Love and Marriage DC, but I know that a lot of y'all don't watch it, so it kind of defeats the purpose and wastes my time. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I will always see through her. Well, I hope, Tay Baby. I hope. Nah, she ugly inside and out. We still would have noticed, even with the good outfits. I would hope that, but I'm just saying right now it's looking this shit got me uncertain. Please do Love is Blind season 4. Y'all, I attempted to do last season of Love is Blind, but nobody watched the review. I did one review to taste test and see, engage if y'all was gonna watch it, and you didn't. I'm saying, like, do y'all understand? Do y'all understand that when I'm doing these reviews and, you know, when I'm out here basically doing all of this stuff, like, this is a lot of my time. Like, I go to the gym 4 times a week. Then I got church, you know, 3 days out of the week. And then I got work, my regular 9 to 5. And then I'm trying to do stuff in between. So when I'm doing this is actually a lot of time. So if I'm taking time out to do reviews and none of y'all want to watch the shit I'm reviewing, it makes no sense for me to continue to review it. If that makes any sense. You did that review late. What do you mean I did it late? They put the shit out all at once. And people were still actively reviewing it. That's y'all had asked me to do it. I didn't want to do it because I hadn't even watched that season. Actually, Monique had to give me her well, she didn't have to, she chose to. I ain't gonna say that, you know, she basically gave me her Netflix because she wanted me to review it. It wasn't me, you know. I wasn't like, you know what, I'm gonna review, you know, this show. Also gets mad at dark-skinned women for having the life she thought her light skin was going to have. Exactly. It's giving like she's mad at Wendy's life. You doing grown and gospel? I have not watched that show, honestly. Is it good? I asked and I watched your review. Well, that makes you 1 out of 202. 1 out of the 202 of the 4,400 that are, you know, subscribed to the channel. I'm saying if I'm gonna review stuff, it has to make sense. Cause, you know, it was a difference when I was in college, you know, before I had, you know, graduated, you know, when I was just churning out a whole bunch of reviews because I didn't have nothing to do but go to school and come back to the house. But now I have a whole 9 to 5. I got stuff to do. Like, if y'all ain't about to watch the shit, I ain't about to review it. Y'all know he don't care for Carlos Productions. Like, I don't. I don't. I do not. Like, a lot of people have been asking me to review Love and Marriage Huntsville this upcoming season. You motherfuckers ain't about to be attacking me. Hell no. Cause you say one thing about Melody to, you know, second in command to Heaven Holt, you know, then all of a sudden you get attacked, you get berated, you get threatened, and you get doxxed. I was like, what the hell? What is going on? Then, like, you know, and on top of that, like, I've gotten a lot of peace from, like, you know, after I left that whole Oprah Winfrey Network shit, you know, that like leaving out Oprah Winfrey Network's bullshit to the like, I can't. I feel at peace. When I ridded myself of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I got peace. Y'all don't see me beefing with no YouTubers. Y'all don't see people talking about me. Y'all don't see people saying I hate women. Y'all don't see none of that shit, right? It was only when I was reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville that I was getting all of that bullshit. And I maybe turn off the comments that defeats the purpose. If I can't have if you know, if I got to turn off the comments and I can't get, you know, get engagement with the people that's watching, then, you know, what fun is that? That's ridiculous. So no, I will not be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't think I'll ever review that show again. I gave y'all a lot of. Well, then again, I privated all of those past videos, so I can't even go back to watch them. I was about to say I did a lot of videos to go look back to, but I privated a lot, about 70 to 98% of my content. You know, that was past. but I've been thinking about maybe like putting it back to public, but I'm not sure. I wanted to start my channel off new with new energy, with a new direction, like a breath of fresh air. I don't want to be pigeonholed, again with anything. I watch shows to be entertained. I don't give a fuck about these people in real life. That's what I think. I truthfully don't give a fuck about Candace and Wendy like that. I just care about the treatment of just black women and black men in general. It's not just about them, it's bigger than them. You remember I said they be gluttons for punishment anyway. They love their color as masters. But at the end of the day, that's not what matters the most. What matters is we have to attack colorism as we see it, because if we don't, it will continue to be perpetuated, and then all of us will continue to endure hardships because we don't have certain types of skin hues or certain types of Eurocentric features. Like, and I'm a nigga nose nigga myself, right? You fit. So that's that kind of thank you. You fine as fuck. What's up, bro? I'm weak. Not you just hit me. Not it's giving jacked. It's giving grinder. It's giving it's giving tender. It's giving that. But that's not what this is. Yo, this is how niggas hit me up all the time. You fine as fuck. What's up, bro? That's all they say. It don't even be hi, how was your day? It just be you fine as fuck. What's up? That's it. But thank you. I appreciate it. But listen. I guess like I just hey Harold, how you doing? What's up, Harold? It can be like that. What's up? What you like? I wish you liked Vanderpump Rules. I thought about reviewing shows. I mean, that would be, that would be really interesting to see you review shows. If I did, they would be so mad at me. And they could have it out in the comments. I don't sugarcoat much. Looking at Jordan comment, I mean, we all run our fingers through Jeremy Beard, but we try to contain ourselves. Plus, Tracy will get us for coming for her dude. Tracy? What Tracy? Who? What Tracy y'all talking about? Did somebody claim me already? I ain't know. I ain't know that. And y'all, look, I got LASIK. So like what y'all seeing, the eyes that y'all are seeing right now are mine. They do not contain any type of contact, or lens prescription. This is LASIK. So from now on, y'all will never ever see Jeremy with glasses again, which means I have the comfortability to just pop up on live at any time. Cause like beforehand, I would have to, and my light sensitivity is kind of like, decreased a little bit. They was on you real bad on the whether you like it or not panel. Where? When? Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, like Reggie is my boo. I love Reggie, y'all. Reggie is so sweet. Actually, I need to message him after I get up off of here. I gotta message him. And honestly, I'm a flirt myself. Hey Shayla. I'm a flirt myself. But honestly, I'm a flirt because I just love to give people compliments. I just love to, let people know how good they look. How like some people need that. Some people you like haven't heard that. Like some people need to know if they fine as hell. You got to tell them. I'm just one of those people who be like, just so you know, you look good as shit. You bae, But long story short, the guy tossed the girl like I said he would. They got mad at me in the Bachelor chat because I said this girl shouldn't sleep with the dude because he will toss her. They started arguing about sexual freedom. Review Swarm, please. I have watched Swarm 3 times. I love the Swarm. Oh my God. I was listening. I shouldn't have listened to those Twitter comments because I thought that Swarm was bad. I thought like Swarm was going to be like this terrible show and all it did was have wow moments, but no actual depth to the characters. That show was good. And I hope they come back with a season 2. Oh, okay, y'all. Look. And this is for Donald Glover and Jean, the Jean lady. What about this? What if each season they replicate this type of story, but with different fan bases? This one is like, dedicated to like the Beehive, right? What if they did one for the Barbs? Like for the Nicki Minaj fans, and they do a story about a Nicki Minaj type of, artist, and then some type of crazy Barb who does, like I'm saying, it would be so interesting to see them go through all of the different, fandoms, like the Beehive, the Navy, the Barbs, the Monsters. I thought like that would be really, really good. Tracy Campbell. But I'm gonna tell Scotty in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look, one thing about it, and one thing for sure, I belong to Reggie and El Teddy. Look, if I bend over, you will see property of. I'm just kidding. Oh wow, no season 2. I don't think. Oh yeah, I don't think they're gonna do a season 2. I don't think they're gonna do a season 2. Drika, you probably gonna get mad at me. I know you will. I know you will. Okay, so y'all want me to talk? Okay, let me change the title of this to like, okay. I always have to change the title. So Giselle gets a pass plus Love and Marriage DC. Let me see. Love and Marriage DC. And then plus. What's the other show? What's another show? Oh, SWV. We can discuss SWV and Escape. Okay, and Tamar plus Candy. I missed a lot. I have not been on, really saying much. Okay. I'm gonna definitely have to change the um okay, give me 1 second so I can let me go to the studio so I can change the title. Cause obviously we're talking about more stuff. Y'all can never stay on topic. This is why people think that I don't know how to, stay on topic. It's because of y'all. It really is. Cause I had one topic in mind to talk about, and then y'all started talking about other stuff. Now I'm carried away and I can't stop. All right. Now let's talk about Love and Marriage DC. I am watching Real House of Ultimate Girls Trip. I am. Now let's talk about Love and Marriage DC. Now, let me say this. Jeremy, I try my best to be 100% unbiased. I try to view all aspects as objective as possible. Right? Now, I think Ashley is untrustworthy. I would not trust Ashley with my life. Because if somebody's going to tell my personal business when they get mad at me and not check to see what is not true, I can't trust that type of individual. You can't trust nobody that tries to throw you under the bus during Mad Day, right? But on the other hand, I'm trying to figure out, why would Joy tell Ashley, somebody who she barely knows, something so personal, something so intimate, and it's giving, I'm trying to figure out what is giving. I don't know on this cast who is trustworthy and who is not. Honestly, and I'm going to be real with y'all, I feel, and this is shocking, the most trustworthy person as far as a friend is Winter and Arena. Because this is very, like, this has been a very interesting season of Love and Marriage DC. I feel like my viewpoint has changed a lot, you know, from the first episode to now, to the first and second episode till now. And I love Winter. I know I liked her towards the end of last season, but watching her, you know, in like this different light, I guess she really is a petty queen. I guess that's what it is. I guess if you play nice with Winter, she will play nice with you. If you don't play nice with Winter, she will be annoying and petty as fuck and get on your damn nerves for the rest of your life. Because I just cannot get with Winter. I could not get with Winter. And but like this time around, I was able to see, you know, what people were talking about last year when it came to Ashley, because I personally did not like the way that Ashley came at Joy about the baby mother, you know, convention and her speaking thing. I was like, it's giving a little bit of hater. I was like, you know, although I don't like Joy and I'm happy to see her get put on the spot because she deserved that type of energy because of what she did to Dakia, you know, I don't agree that it needed to be, you know, dragged out as much. And it really kind of made me start questioning and trying to figure out, you know, what is Ashley's motive? You know, what, you know, am I being, you know, am I being way too easy on Ashley? Am I being too biased towards her? Am I just viewing so much of myself in Ashley? But when she did that shit, you know, when she exposed the fact that Joy was married to, might I add, I don't like Alicia. I would be damned. Let me be completely honest with y'all. I would be damned if I am just some motherfucker sidekick in my 40s or in my late 30s or in my 20s. Shit, even in my late teens. Like, I'm saying, like, Alicia is so fucking annoying. Like, could you go away? Like, why is she here? She is a fucking pest. You know what? As someone who didn't see it for Joy on Ready to Love either, I've actually turned over a new leaf for Joy in Love and Marriage DC. She's likable to me now. Well, I ain't gonna go that far to say that. I still don't like the hoe, but you know, kudos to you. I still think she fake, and I'm still about to go down this list. Don't get like, wait, I already told y'all might not like my complete view of this whole situation. Don't like, let's not scoot too far ahead. Yeah, but I don't like Alicia. I don't like her. I feel like that she's a follower. She's like, and I feel like she's like this possessive friend that tries to start drama between Ashley and other people. Like, it's just the way that she be so giddy to like bring mess around. Like, she was just so giddy to like try to come at Winter. I was like, you big bulgy hoes need to really calm yourselves down. And I was like, it's giving high school, but y'all are like 40 something. Like, Alicia really needs to grow the fuck up. It's giving real ugly and it's giving whack. It's giving whack. Yuck. I would hate to proudly be somebody's fucking sidekick at my late age, girl. I forgot all about it. I wish I did too. But she's the key as far as this shit that happened between Ashley and Joy. She's the key. Although Ashley and I'm trying to fucking figure out, when did Alicia hear, and why wasn't this recorded? Why wasn't this on TV? Why wasn't this conversation in front of people? I was like, it's quite, ironic how we have no proof of this conversation between Joy and Alicia, but Joy would tell Ashley's friend, her best friend of all people, how she don't fuck with Ashley, how she feels that Ashley's a phony and a fake, and that she only rides for Irena. Why would she say that to her best friend? Like that? That makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. And I'm just saying, like, I know that that's your best friend and all, but I'm just saying, like, before you expose the girl, you could have at least went and talked to her and see what she was talking about. But honestly and truthfully, Joy be lying like a bitch. So it's not like, even if you approach her about it or try to contact her for the truth, she gonna tell you some shit. All she gonna do is talk behind your back, but act like she cool in your face, because she truthfully and in fact on camera called Joy and called Ashley and Alicia fake and phony. She said that they were talking about Sherelle. She said that when she was talking to Carmen and her blue contacts and her orangutan titties and, Clifton, which those three give me a very strong, thruple. It really does give thruple. It really does give that they be munching down on Carmen together. I wouldn't be surprised, because Joy gives me a little bit of a butch lesbian tease anyway. But I'm just saying. Right? Am I the only one that feels that way? And I'm saying, like, did Carmen tell these girls this stuff? Like, did Carmen? And I'm just saying, does Joy not have real friends? I'm confused. I'm just trying to figure out, like, did Joy really, really build that close of a bond with this Carmen chick? Because Carmen, I'm gonna be real with y'all, she comes across very, very inauthentic, very, very fake. Now, let's get to this. Let's get to this part, right? Ashley apologizes to Joy. Joy is kind of, not really accepting of the apology. She needs to rest on it. But Ashley seems to expect Joy to accept her apology immediately. One thing that annoys me is when a bitch does something to you, when they do you wrong, and they wrong you, and then when you say sorry, they want you to forgive them immediately. That's not how that works. You can't bully somebody into forgiving you. You can't get mad when somebody doesn't forgive you when you want to be forgiven. You give the person the space that they need and allow them to come back to you if they want to. If not, then it's whatever. But it's almost as, Ashley is trying to pressure Joy to forgive her because Joy's on the show. And because apparently she brought her to the show. That's why she feels that she needs to forgive her. And I'm saying, like, if that was the case, then was the apology even genuine? Did you actually mean that you were sorry? Or did you just say it because it sounded nice? Because you knew you were going to look bad? Because if it was the case and you truthfully were sorry and you truthfully understood that you hurt somebody, then you will understand that sometimes when you get hurt, the wound don't heal overnight. It takes days, months, sometimes weeks, months, maybe a year to heal. depending on the type of wound that you got. But that lets me know if you truthfully don't care about how deep the wound is, and you just want the person to act like they're not in pain, act like the person is not, still aching or sore from this wound that you have inflicted on them, then you truthfully don't give a fuck about the wound that you caused. You don't care. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I am very disappointed with Ashley, and I'm looking at Ashley sideways. Give me a second. Let me take off these shoes, child. I'm getting hot. Ooh, child. I bought me some real cute jeans from H&M, and they're so cute on me. I found something in my size finally. They don't have anything over a 34 up in there. I'm one of them 36, 37, 38, and 39, 40 type of dudes. So yeah, it really I don't like that. How you gonna try to force somebody to accept your apology? How that work? And it's almost as if Joy wants to be in charge of the girls. Like I'm saying, it really does feel that but Ashley wants to be in charge of the girls. Like Ashley wants to be able to tell everybody what to do. Ashley wants to be able, to direct the girls, be the center. Like it's not and that's what I'm saying. Like, and the reason that she feels that way is because of Carlos King. If Carlos King was not going around calling bitches stars and shit like that, none of this would be happening. If he didn't embolden her attitude to make her feel like that was her place in this circle, this wouldn't be happening. He runs his mouth too much. Hey y'all, Joy Clifton was brought onto the show to give it some life. Ashley, the mean girl, needs to calm her jets and act like a leader and not a diva. I'm not mad at Joy being brought onto the show. I'm not mad at Joy being on the show. I personally think that she's a good addition. I think that Ashley needs somebody equal as far as, somebody who can, be aggressive or have that type of energy with her, because she does have a tendency to railroad over other people on the show. So we did need somebody who was not afraid of confrontation with Ashley, and it looked like Joy is that chick. Joy looked like she was not afraid of Ashley in the least. Her and Ashley were going at it. Ashley likes to try to intimidate people, push her body up against people. It was out, y'all. This hurts me to say this. This hurts me because if y'all know Jeremy, y'all know that I love Ashley Silva. I was a part of her fan club when she first came into the show. Do y'all know how much this is hurting me to say this stuff? I don't want to say this. I got to say it to maintain my journalistic integrity. Okay? I wouldn't be Jeremy Speaks if I did not say how I truthfully felt. Okay? Right? So let's skip forward, to what actually transpired. So Ashley is hosting a Christmas party. Everybody comes, everybody's except for Winter. Winter was not invited. Winter wasn't invited. That is funny. It's not though. But I'm saying Winter wasn't invited. Ashley is like, girl, we cool, but I don't want you in my home. And I completely understand that. I'm the same way. But everybody gets their child. And Alicia there approaching Ashley, talking about, so who's all coming? She was like, Sherelle, Arena, you, that's it. Then she was like, what about Jolly Holly? And apparently Jolly Holly is Joy. Like Alicia is so whack. Oh god, I don't like her. I do not like Alicia. I do not like her. She is like it's giving middle school. It's really giving, class is in session and we're bullying one girl, her feet are ugly, her clothes are ugly. Girl, are you from this area? What school did you transfer from? Girl, let's give you an ugly nickname because we don't like you. It's like, ugh, it my eyes roll to the back of my head every time I see Alicia. I do not like her. And y'all know at the beginning, I thought that she was gonna be cool. I did, but I was wrong. Mm-mm. 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 No, no. Please, for the life of us all, please don't ever bring Alicia back. Carlos, if you see Alicia coming on to set, call security, please. Excuse me, Love and Marriage DC production. If y'all see Alicia on set, call production, call security. She is not supposed to be there. We don't like Alicia. We don't like her. We don't like Alicia. We don't like Alicia. Alicia and Ashley acts the same. Alicia is the bully. I mean, Ashley is a bully. I don't want to subscribe that Ashley is a bully. I'm not gonna subscribe to that yet. I'm not gonna subscribe to that. I would say Ashley is probably a mean girl, but I won't say she's a bully. I don't know. I don't know. That's hard for me to say. I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think I'm there. Ooh, child. I'm not there yet, y'all. I don't because I still don't get bully energy. I don't get bully. I get mean girl, I get bossy, but I don't get bully. Like I don't get her trying to bully people. I don't get that. I think it's the difference between being bossy, wanting to run everybody, tell people what to do versus being a bully. Like Robin is a bully. Giselle are bullies. Like I don't think that Ashley tries to ignite confrontation with people. I don't think that she provokes people. I don't think that. I think Ashley is reactive. I think when it came to Joy, she was reactive because of how she felt, when Joy called her fake. And then when it came to her and Winter ended up taking offense and kept on doing shit after they already talked things out. And then Monique kept on telling Ashley all of this stuff, making it seem like it was after the fact. And it really, it really just spiraled out of control. But I don't think that Ashley is like a bully. I don't get that. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. No. But I get it. I get how some of you guys can say that. I get it. I think that she wants to be in charge of the girls. I think that she wants to tell people what to do. I think she thinks that she's that girl, But at the end of the day, it's not really giving what you thought it was going to give. And Ashley is demanding that Joy accept her. That she is doing. Hey, Nola Reeds, how you doing? I don't think there's a single woman on the show who is a queen bee, but if we were to give that title to anyone, I give it to Arena before anyone else. I would want to give it to Arena too, but Arena is a follower and Arena's weak. Arena's good at confrontation. If you approach her with some confrontation, she's gonna definitely be able to give it to you. But the thing is, when she's not having confrontation, she wants to follow behind people who are surprisingly younger than her. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say she a queen bee. Mm-mm. She could be if her mentality was like, I am mother, but she doesn't have that mentality. Tony Davis, I love your channel. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. Now, let's get into this fight, y'all. So Alicia is basically saying, is Jolly Holly gonna be here? She was like, no, she's not gonna be here. I tried to apologize. I tried to text her. She ignored me. Then, Ashley's in her confessional saying the same thing. So Arena comes, Sherelle's there, she gives Arena this D in a bag because now she's getting the D from Jamie and she's getting the D from her. And I was like, corny, but all right. It's very sweet, I guess, but it's a little shady. Like, let's not talk about my sex life. Let's not do that. Let's not act like your man can't even keep up with you and your demon puss. Like, well, you got to have 18 damn rounds of dick. Like, what are you talking about? Like, Ashley, stop. You talking about her getting D, you're not getting enough. Because you said that after a couple rounds he done and you still want to go. You still be horny and left unsatisfied. Which lets me know that the rounds that you're going are probably like maybe a minute apiece. So I'm gonna need you to calm down with the D, but anyway. What we see next is the Joy's basically saying, as she's approaching and pulling up to Ashley's house, she was like, after I spoke with my friend, I realized that I needed to pull out that inner bitch, that inner mean girl, that inner, asshole, and show my black girl magic for what it is. What is the holiday party without a little bit of joy? I was like, girl, who told you to say that? I was like, who told you to say that, girl? That sounded so corny. I was like, why are the girls on this show so corny to me? What's a little holiday party without a little bit of joy? She thought she ate that. Yuck. Next, boo, next one. I was like, that one wasn't it. I was like, it was cute. I was like, it was cute. I was like, you ate that one thing. I was like, you ate that one thing, girl. Just that one. But anyway, so all of a sudden she walks into Ashley's home. Now this girl hasn't texted Ashley. She hasn't spoken to Ashley. She's been ignoring Ashley. She's been doing all of this stuff, right? And granted, she don't have to forgive this girl. She don't have to do any of this stuff. But if you feel like you don't forgive her, you don't like her, you don't want to be friends, then why are you at her house? And I was like, it's a difference if this party, was not at her house. Like if it was at like a general location, but like you're literally coming to her home. A woman who you've been ignoring. So if I don't like you and I've been ignoring you, what do I look like popping up at your house? Right? That look crazy. That sounds crazy. I would be crazy to do that. Now she walks into the house, right? And she's just walking around greeting everybody except for Arena and Ashley and Sherelle. Like that, like Ashley is talking and Ashley don't even know that she there. Like it was Alicia, the follower who had to point it out to her that, Joy was there. And I'm like, how you and somebody, how you gonna let yourself into somebody's house and not even speak to them? Like I'm like, and like y'all, I completely understand if you don't want to talk to somebody who has wronged you. I can totally agree. I 100% agree with that. But I'm saying you're in somebody's home. Like this is not like a venue. This ain't a club. This ain't a bar that she threw this at. It wasn't like a party venue. Like you're in her house. Like what's wrong with you? Ciao. So Ashley is like, so she gonna come into my house and not speak to me? So you gonna come into my house and ignore me? Basically, that's what she doing. And I'm up here like, why would you do this? Why would you even come, girl? You might as well have stayed home. You didn't need to come here. Joy deserved, right? She deserved a little bit of that smoke. That's what I'm saying. I'm not completely upset at Ashley for going off on a lady because how dare you come into my home and ignore me? That's like you walking into my house and not saying nothing to me. Like, should I call the police? So Ashley approaches Joy and she was like, wow, it's good to see you. Although you didn't speak, she was like, can I pull you to the side and have a conversation with you? So they go to another room to have a conversation, and then here comes Arena. Raina's in her confessional saying, I'm just really happy that Joy and Ashley are talking, because it's so hard to replicate Arena's accent, because it's like, y'all, these Maryland and Baltimore accents are hard. It has like a little twinge of New York in there, a little twinge of Jersey in there, and some other stuff. But it's its own thing. It's hard for me to replicate it. So I'm still working on it. If I was watching this, religiously and practicing it for reviews, I would have already had it down by then. But she was like, I really hope they get it together. They're like, I really hope they work that out in common, because there needs to be friendship or something like that, child. I'm like, girl, this is definitely not about to go the way you think it is, baby. So Joy and Ashley go into the separate room. And this is when, Joy basically says, well, hello, thanks for inviting me, because you did not invite me. And it actually says, yeah, but I texted you and you ignored me, and I apologize, and I want to apologize again. Joy says, she hears the apology, but it's gonna take some time, to process and get over things. And then, like Ashley asks her, don't try to impersonate. I'm going to try to impersonate whoever I want to impersonate. Just say Merlin. They already caught my idea. Look, I am trying. I want to replicate I've been living in Virginia for about 9 years, y'all. And I cannot replicate the accent. I cannot do a Maryland, a DC, a Virginia. It's so hard to to pinpoint. It's like the accent it's like one of the hardest accents to replicate. The only thing harder to replicate that is a Chicago accent, because Chicago people kind of sound like they from the South a little bit, but it ain't the same. Good for you is ghetto. I'm weak. Not y'all saying that it like, I ain't gonna hold you. The accent is ghetto. It is. It is. Have y'all ever noticed that white and black people can grow up in the same area, but only the black people have one type of accent, and then the white people don't have no accent? Because I've met white people from the DC area, and they don't have an accent like this, or from the Baltimore area or Maryland area, and they don't have those accents. So it's like only black people. It is so like you. Yes, I was. Y'all remember that lady? Do y'all remember that lady who was up there talking about Nicki Minaj back in the day? Talking about, I was on the motherfucking YouTube. Girl, you sit your tight ass jacket ass down, girl. What are you talking about? It's like you said, it's a mix of country, and I cannot replicate it. My tongue, my mouth cannot replicate this ghetto shit. It really can. I'm trying though. I'm gonna get it down one day. Maybe if I review next season, I'll have it down. But as of right now, Jeremy ain't got it. But listen, so Ashley asked Joy, are they going to, is it a halt on the friendship? Is the friendship dead, or is it still alive? And then Joy says the friendship is under reconstruction, because what you did was like a betrayal of my trust. And this is when like Ashley says, but I already apologized for it. But then like from this point on, it begins to get a little bit more elevated. I'm like, oh my God, and is it just me? I don't know. Is it just me when y'all see Ashley get into verbal altercations with somebody? It's almost as if she's 2 seconds away from getting violent. That's something else I don't like. Like, if you want to be this queen bee, if you want to be this girl, if you want to be like this reader or whatever the case may be, then you're gonna need to be able to control yourself in conflict. You can't just go around attacking people or putting your hands on motherfuckers because you don't like what they have to say. I don't like that. Like it really do feel like anytime, you know, people say something to Ashley that she don't like, she 2 seconds away from putting her hands on them. I don't like that. Mm-mm. Like, keep your hands to yourself. And you can, and if that's the way you gonna operate, it makes like, I can completely understand why they didn't bring you on to, you know, Real Housewives of Potomac, because how are you gonna be able to, to talk and you putting your hands on people? I don't like that. I don't like that. Another mine is for you, Ashley. Who, child? This is hurting me. My heart is breaking doing this. All right, let's continue. So at this point, you know, she, like, Joy is up there, she's getting elevated, she's matching, you know, Ashley's energy. So she was like, girl, you can't like, you know, betray me and then want me to be friends with you the next. Pick a side. Which, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to hate me? Do you want to be friends with me? Do you want to tell my secrets? Like, you know, what do you want to do? And this is when she says, like at the end of the day, I apologize. And she's like, girl, I heard your apology, but at the end of the day, I don't have to forgive you immediately. And then, you know, she said, but you also don't have to be here. Like, Joe's like, oh, okay, well, I can leave. This is when Ashley decides to get in front of her and be like, girl, I brought you onto the show. Girl, I was the one who campaigned for you. And the least you can do is give me a thank you. And I was like, the way she said Clifton's voice, Clifton, I was like, you better watch your mouth, because the last thing you want is Clifton to pummel your little short nigga of a husband. Because I don't think if you try to ignite a fight with this lady and your husband needs to approach you, but he has to approach her husband instead, your husband is going to be able to handle that smoke. I was like, you be acting real bold to have a 5'1" nigga waiting for you at home, Ashley. Because Clifton would literally pummel your husband into a pulp. Ciao. Ashley said, you ain't gonna call me a bitch in my house. You ain't gonna call me a bitch in my house. It's definitely giving that. It's definitely giving that. You ain't gonna. I'll be damned you call me a bitch. Y'all remember when y'all grandmama, y'all mama would be on the phone talking about y'all and lying to their friends, talking about you called them a bitch, and I'll be damned if you call me a bitch. When did I ever call you a bitch, mama? When did I ever call you a bitch? I never am. You've never even heard me cuss. Stop. Why do black parents do that? It'd be so weak. I'm sorry. Let's continue. So at this point, she was like, girl, so what that mean? You made me or something? Like, you made me and Clifton? First and foremost, me and Clifton was on the show before your ass was on the show. I was like, ooh. I was like, that sound like a fact. It sound like facts. I was like, girl, it sound like a fact to me. And then all of a sudden, like, Ashley hit her back with that, but you was on a game show. I was like, ooh. I was like, more facts. I was like, how many facts are we gonna get in this conversation? I was like, more facts. But then she was like, girl, we were not on the game show, but she was like, it was the show that was y'all competing for love, and it switches out every season. Nobody knew who you were. But honestly, Ashley, nobody knew who you was either. Honestly and truthfully, and honestly, a lot of us hated Joy simply for the fact of what she did on Ready to Love for her to be more well known than you. I knew of Joy before I knew of you. And I'm just being real. I knew of Joy before I knew of you. I may have not liked Joy. I don't like Joy, and I do think that she's a nasty spirited individual. But I'm just gonna be real. That we knew Joy before we knew you. Especially y'all, you can't be on the same network. Now it would be a difference if she was like on a Real Housewives of DC or something like that, and then all of a sudden, she comes from like Oprah Winfrey Network to you and everything else. But the thing is, y'all are on the same network. The show literally comes on about 10 minutes before y'all show come on, so I'm confused. So like you shading her on when y'all on the same network. It's just the same people that know you are the same people that would know her. It doesn't really land. I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I was like, it's not like the shade is not really landing like you think it is. But let's continue. So at this point, she was like, "Girl, you can get up out of my house." Joe's like, "Gladly." You ain't got to tell me one time to leave. So Joy's trying to leave. All of a sudden, Ashley was like, because Joy's in like leaving, and like she was like, because first of all, I don't need no bitch acting like she made me. Girl, why she say that? Like Ashley was like, first of all, I ain't no bitch, and she comes over and like it's almost like she's trying to push Joy, and she was like, I'm in your face, I ain't one of them. I was like, you may not be one of them, but I was like, I don't think that Joy is one of those either. I was like, I don't think that neither one of y'all are one of those, but I was like, I really want to see what this is gonna give. So she was like, you don't put your hands on me, Ashley. I was like, why she said it like that? She was like, don't put your hands on me, Ashley. It's like you remember when your brother or sister were trying to get you in trouble and they would say like, don't do something and say your name really loud, like you can't eat no cookie, Jalen. And your mama will be like, Jalen, are you trying to eat cookies? And you'll be like, no, you put the cookie back. That's what it was like really giving her. It was almost, I was like, why are you saying her? Why did you put an emphasis on Ashley? Like, it wasn't like, don't touch me, Ashley. It was like, don't touch me, Ashley. I was like, okay. This is a little awkward, aren't we, huh? This is an awkward cast of people. It's a little awkward. Makes me uncomfortable. I low-key wanted them to scrap. I wanted them to scrap too. I wanted to see them fight. Because I ain't gonna hold you. Joy look like she got hands, but so does Ashley. All of the women that's on Love and Marriage DC look like they can fight except for Winter. Like, I wouldn't want to get into a fight with Sherelle. I wouldn't want to fight Ashley. I wouldn't want to fight Alicia. I wouldn't want to fight Arena. And I damn sure don't want to fight Joy. All of them give a very strong, big hoe, big hoe can fight energy, Like, all of them look like they can fight. I could say probably Arena look like she can fight the least out of all of the women, but all of them look like they can fight. None of them look like they scary. None of them are scary. All of them seem to be able to approach, conflict head on. I don't know why Joy be talking behind people back, acting like she afraid of conflict when she be talking all of this shit. But I don't get it. But it wouldn't have been a fair fight. We know Alicia would have jumped in. Oh yeah, it definitely. But Carmen was there. Carmen was there too. So if Alicia would have jumped in, I would have imagined that Carmen would have jumped in. So it would have been a fair fight. It would have been a fair one. And then y'all would have seen Arena talking about you guys, what is going on? Like, what's going on here? Like, what's going on? Like, I was like, girl, you continuously acting like you're so confused. It was like, so at this point, like, security steps in between Ashley and Joy, because this is getting very, very physical. They pushing up on one another, bumping up against each other. I'm not this one. I'm not that one, child. At this point, they're trying to rush Joy up out of this house. At this point, Joy is at the door. Somehow, Ashley finds her way from upstairs to the downstairs, approaching Joy again and saying, I'm going to whoop her ass. And Joy's like, girl, I'm leaving anyway. I don't care. I was like, girl, this is getting... So now, Joy walks out of the door. Now, Ashley is having a meltdown. Ashley is trying to get to Joy to tap that ass. And Joy is leaving, and Arena goes outside to go check on Joy. Now, pause. Some of y'all, I can understand why you guys may be confused at Ashley's anger towards Irena for going to go check on, Joy. Now, I'm somebody who likes to put myself in the person's shoes. Now, if one of my friends saw me almost get into an altercation with somebody and they went to go check on that person, but then go check on me, I would feel some type of way as well. Because in that moment, I believe in those in the heat of the moment like that, it shows who you favor or care about more, right? In the heat of the moments, in those heat of the moments, the person who you're gonna go check on is the person who you feel the closest to. And Irena wasn't going to Ashley. Irena bypassed Ashley to go check on Joy. And I noticed that. And I think that Ashley noticed that too. And I feel like that kind of hurts your feelings. If you my friend and you've been knowing me all of this time, then how you gonna go check on her when you at my house? I completely understood Ashley's frustration with Irena. I probably would have reacted the same way. If one of my friends, I think that's what we don't see. I think Irena is closer to Joy than she is Ashley, and that's where the problem stems from. Exactly. I think she went to Joy because she was closer and leaving, but Ashley was going to be there all night. That's not no. If you my friend and you see me almost fight somebody, I don't give a fuck what the circumstances are around the other person. You check on me. After you see about me, you can do whatever you want to do after that. But if I see you follow up behind the other person in the heat of that moment, I know where your loyalty lies. I know how do you feel about our friendship, especially with something that explosive and that that hot. It really does showcase where your loyalty lies. So I can 100% agree with Ashley regarding the whole Irena going after Joy thing. And I do think that maybe Joy and Irena are closer than Irena and Ashley. I think she went to Joy. Okay, so I already read that comment. So at this point, Ashley goes back to the party. They start dancing, and then eventually, she's I believe she's going around a stairwell or something like that. And Irena is basically trying to check on her. And she was like, girl, get the fuck out of my face. Go with your other friend. You was checking on that bitch. Now, listen here, let me pause again. I 100% understand the frustration when it comes to her being mad, her being mad at Irena. I get that. But I don't agree that you can just talk to people any type of way that you feel. Like if somebody, your friend, regardless on if you're mad at them or not, you're going to speak to them with a certain level of respect. She just what I don't like is that Ashley can just talk to people any kind of way. Like she's just disrespectful about it. And I was like, girl, you ain't have to fucking tell her to get the fuck out of your face. I was like, girl, it's a better way for you to say. Like I was like, this is just an ugly, this is just ugly behavior. I was like, this is just ugly. I was like, I had no idea that she had this side to her. Only she was doing the most. She was doing the most. I was on live and they were going in on Joy, and Ashley begged Raina to get on the live, and she didn't. Ashley friend Angie verified that Raina did not join the live because her loyalty was with Joy. And that, that's what I'm happy about. That now we have shifting dynamics. Because it did come across as if you had Ashley just dominating everybody. But now you have Irena and Joy, Ashley and Alicia. Then you have Sherelle and Winter just in the middle, just watching it all unfold. And then I know Winter is just a free for all. So it really does interest me how this dynamic is going to unfold after the mid-season finale, right? I can't stand Ashley Quick. Definitely seemed like a made up scene. Yeah. I can understand. Oh my God, it's cute. Y'all, I love cute content creator guy. I've been watching him religiously for like the past month. Y'all, I love his channel. I be like, y'all, and like because of my downtime and because I haven't been making a lot of content and I got to get myself back into the algorithm of the of everything and stuff like that. I've been getting into a lot of different content creators and I've been watching Q the content guy and I've been watching the Lean. The Lean is very interesting. I love those dudes. Like it's definitely giving. But that girl is messy. I saw through her firsthand. When you think she's your friend, she's not. She should have not have talked about her that way. Yeah, I didn't like her. I mean, I didn't like her doing that. I didn't. I'm really looking at Joy's side, not Joy, but actually sideways, and it really brings me back to what Bondi Blue said about Ashley. Like Bondi Blue has been calling Ashley out from the beginning. And I was not able to see what she was seeing. But now I'm thinking maybe I need to mature myself a little bit and hone my discernment. Because what I'm seeing from Ashley on this episode, I was like, ooh, child. You showed your complete ass. Girl, it's a bad look. And I was like, what makes it even worse is that you're on social media trying to act like you about to quit the show because of your own behavior. Like you can't even stand the heat that you caused. Like you just out here you want the queen bee title, but you don't want the queen bee heat. You want to be the queen bee, but you don't want to be able to be, critiqued. And I have an issue with that. Ashley and Quick in person, and the guy that Winter is dating daughter goes to the school I work at. Oh, wow. Oh, hey, Prosper, I didn't see you come in. Okay, I see. I know Ashley and Quick in person, and the guy that Winter is dating daughter goes to the school I work at. I thought he said he didn't have no kids. I could have swore I thought you should say he didn't. Did y'all? I thought you should say he didn't have no kids. Oh. Oh, so he do have kids. Okay, I see. I see. Okay. And let's see. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be real difficult for Ashley moving forward. It's gonna be real difficult for Ashley. Ashley done fucked up. And I think Ashley knows she done fucked up. I think Ashley knows that she fucked up, but it's too late to take it back. Like she in this shit. Like, so she gonna have to stand 10 toes down on the shit that she said and on the things that she did. Because at this point, baby, it's a little bit too late for you to try to like absolve yourself of the stuff that you did, sweetie. I'm sorry, I'm sorry for for you. But unfortunately, sweetie, you showed your complete ass on this show. So let's move on. So let's talk about SWV and Escape. Y'all, why everybody attacking Candy? Why everybody mad at Candy? Why? What did Candy say? What did Candy do to deserve all of this dragging that she's getting? And I'm a huge fan of SWV. I'm a huge fan of SWV over Escape. I know way more SWV songs than I do of Escape songs, and I feel like I know Escape. But the thing is that this is business. This is a business conversation, right? So why are we taking it personally? Why is it that Candy is villainized for speaking up for her group mates and actually talking about things that are factual? Now, let's be real here. When it comes to this whole tour thing, I can understand everybody's side. I think that what SWV is saying is that, like, if it was just y'all tour, you just invited us on tour, that's different. We can understand us opening. But this is coming off of the back of the verses that we did where we were equal, going back and forth between the groups. And now you trying to say it's your tour and you want to headline any tour that you're on, but the only reason y'all are going on tour is because it's one night. It's one night, but they were also talking about doing a tour. That's what KANDI said. That's what Todd said. That's what Lily said. They all said yes, they were talking about one night, but this is also talking about a tour as well. But the thing is that, SWV is also feeling like, well, if we're doing this hand in hand, why is it that we just can't co-headline? Which is 100% understandable. Because truth be told, like, SWV will be bringing in, seats as well. But on the other hand, this is what I also can 100% understand, is that what XSCAPE is saying is that, well, we can go on tour by ourselves with another act. We could fill out an arena. We can do that. We have that ability. We did it with our last tour, the Great Escape tour. We is going all across America, filling out all types of arenas. When was the last time SWV had an arena tour that was sold out? Let's be real. All of y'all talking all of this stuff, but I guarantee you SWV has been performing in all of these cities and none of y'all have had tickets. That was kind of greedy of KANDI. It's not escapes towards a collaboration. But I'm saying, are the people who's bringing in the tickets equal? Like I'm saying, it would be equal. It would be different if both parties had just came off of the heels of an arena tour. Like if SWV like did their arena tour and was killing all of their venues and whatever the case may be, that's different. But that's not the case. SWV has not toured, like had a tour. Ain't nobody going to see no dang. KANDI is the reason that they're getting. What are you talking? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand what y'all are saying. KANDI and Tiny are the reason that they're able to even do an arena tour. Because truth be told, when XSCAPE was performing with Latasha, Tiny, and Tamika, y'all didn't give a fuck. It was only when KANDI got involved that all of a sudden everybody wanted to be a part of it. Everybody wanted to go on tour. Everybody wanted to get tickets. It was because Tiny and KANDI was there. KANDI can sing though, and the thing is, I'm not about to be here playing with y'all. Like we're not going to sit here and act like XSCAPE songs don't sound good, and KANDI is not singing majority of the leads. Now we can say that we don't like KANDI's voice, or that KANDI's voice has not matured into a beautiful sounding voice as of now, because people's voices change. But to say KANDI can't sing is a stretch. Just say you don't like the way her voice sounds. Like I don't get that. I don't get that. KANDI can sing. Now, does that mean that KANDI knows what fits her voice? No. Maybe Jermaine Dupri was better at that than her. Knowing what fits her voice, knowing what makes her voice sound good, knowing how to use her voice in the best way. That's why he has all of these accolades as a producer. KANDI isn't a producer. KANDI is a songwriter and a singer. That's a difference. And KANDI had actually cried on on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I remember, about the fact that she was able to write songs for everybody else's voice, but she is not able to write songs for herself. And that's something that frustrated her because she was writing Destiny Child, number ones. She was writing number ones for this person, but she was not able to write that for herself because she cannot incorporate her own voice in her mind, in her own songwriting. So she sings things that's outside of her range. And that does not sound good. But anytime you listen to KANDI sing Xscape songs that's within the range of her vocal range as far as belting wise, she sounds good. When I listen to her sing Tonight, she sounds good. Like KANDI is singing ballads. Like these ain't like no little ditty bops. Like I cannot sing like just like you can't hold a note and be able to sing an Xscape song. Like I'm saying, like Xscape songs are not the type that like you can get away with just having minimal vocal ability. Like if you trying to hold your weight in Xscape, you got to be able to sing. I was listening to one of those love songs. I was listening to KANDI sing Work Me Slow. She sounds amazing on these Xscape records, and y'all sound crazy saying that lady can't sing. It's giving hate. It really is. It's giving hate. Xscape best songs are when KANDI's mic is on mute. No, it's not. No, it's not. Some of the best songs that they have is with KANDI leading. Like Feel So Good, My Little Secret. Like My Little Secret, like everybody cheats, but you gotta know how, you gotta know when, gotta know why my infatuation with you is taking me on an emotional high. I'm caught all up in this love affair, baby. Speculation will bring us stairs. All my friends are asking me about it. Still the truth I carry. Like you crazy. Softest Place on Earth is their best song. Well, that's to you. Softest Place on Earth is not their best song, in my opinion. I think Understanding is their best song. I think that's their best song. And like even KANDI was blowing in that. I try so very hard to keep my love alive, but you don't want to meet me half the way in the understanding eye. Like, what are you talking? Look, what y'all not? I'm not about to let them raise up my pressure prosperity. I'm not. Listen, we ain't even about to do that. KANDI can sing, y'all just don't like her voice, and that it is what it is. And then on top of that, KANDI's damn near 50. Y'all can't expect the lady to be able to sing like she could when she was 20 or 14. Well, she do hit the notes, but the belting notes at least. But when it comes to that whistle register, baby, it's a little shaky sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes it be sounding like a screech. But however you got to get up there, do it. Do what you got to do. From a business standpoint, I think the original idea was a collaboration. I didn't like that it was sprung on SWV to be an opener. Now that I can understand and I agree with, but that's not on them. That's on miscommunication between the management. That wasn't like KANDI. It ain't like KANDI personally called them up and say, hey, let's collaborate and do like a 50-50, tour. And then when they got there, they say, no, we just trying to headline. Like, it wasn't like that. That's something that you got to blame on management for not making sure before they got there. Right? You never assume. You never assume when it comes to business. You always talk it out immediately when y'all bring it up. I'm not a huge fan of Coco. What? Girl, what? You're not a huge fan of Coco voice, girl. What? I don't know, Pacino. That's a choice. Ugh, yuck. I don't know. I don't know what your taste is. Coco voice is insane. Coco voice, oh my God, it's insane, y'all. I love Coco. I love Coco as a person. I'm not either anymore. Wow. That really is disheartening. I love Coco's voice. Now, back then, yeah, I don't know. But then again, I know Q, the content guy, does not like Coco as a person. But in my opinion, I feel like Coco has definitely grown over the years. The Coco that we see now is way more humble, and I feel like has learned way more life lessons than the Coco that we saw on SWV Reunited. You know, I think that she's definitely tried to learn from her mistakes, and I feel like I love seeing Taj and Coco have their times with each other. Did Candy try to compare herself to TLC? I don't remember hearing that. I don't remember hearing that. But yes, y'all, in like layman's terms, I agree with Candy when it comes to the business. I would have tried to make sure that my group headline too, but I wouldn't have been upset to co-headline because I don't think it was that big of a deal. Well, when you have a flop album, that will humble you. Well, that is true. But like I think her album flopping had really nothing to do with her. I think it had everything to do with the fact that, her label did not push her, to do, what they needed to do. They didn't they didn't push the record. Honestly, I don't even know what the other two voices in SWV sound like without Coco. I have to re-listen to their music. Well, I don't know how. I feel like Taj had quite a few leads, you know. You remember she was like, yesterday changed my mind. Now that I see you as one of a kind. How I really need you. How I really need you. Hope you feel the same way too. If you look, you'll find it's me you need in your life. It's really not about me. It's really all about you. What are you talking about? And then just a second, I look at my watch is down, and you love me, pamper me like a child. As we close my eyes and I smile. And your real love purified. What are you talking about? Like, I definitely know what Taj sounds like. And then Lily, if you look, you'll find it's me you need in your life. It's really not about me. It's really all about you. And then Coco, I know what you're going through. All the things that don't you. They just want to take control. Look, I love SWV. I love Coco's voice. It's just I remember listening to this song that Tamia did. It's called it was with Babyface. It was called Slow Jams. And apparently her version was not the first version. It was actually with SWV. And Coco did like Coco's vocals on Slow Jams with Babyface. Let me get a taste of some Babyface, and you know it'll be alright. Cause the road that ends at Boys to Men is the road I wanna ride. We can go to the moon on the Stevie tune, fly ribbons in the sky. Give me everything I careless sings. Let's bump and grind. Look, let's not. Coco's voice is literally a godsend. Coco's voice, I feel like if she really did, I feel like if Coco really did take off, with her solo work, I feel like she would be deemed like a like a legendary vocalist because like her voice is insane. Her belting power, her melismas, her falsetto, her ease, like everything was just natural. Oh my god, like Coco's voice is insane. I like Coco's voice better than I like Kiki Wyatt's. And I don't like Kiki Wyatt like that. SWV ran, and I wouldn't say they ran the 90s. I definitely would say that it was definitely TLC running the 90s. Definitely TLC. TLC ran the 90s. Let's not even play. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay. Escape is cool too. I guess Tonight was my song, though. I love Tonight. The only thing I hate, like Coco's voice is very unique. And I'm saying like everybody who's a legendary vocalist has a very unique voice. Like Whitney Houston's voice is very unique. Patti LaBelle's voice is unique. Aretha Franklin's voice was unique. Who else? Celine Dion has a very unique voice. Barbara Streisand. I feel like if Coco really did take off as a solo artist and she was giving us a whole lot of legendary ballads and stuff like that, girl, it would be over. And then she can sing like that still. Christina Aguilera's voice is unique. You're right. Christina Aguilera, Beyonce, like it's the ones who are the Shaka Khan. Well, let's not talk about. Well, I wouldn't say Jennifer Hudson has a unique voice. No, I don't. I think her voice is very powerful, but I don't think Jennifer Hudson has a unique voice. Anita Baker, Coco, the lead of 702. Yeah, but I don't like her voice. I don't like Camila's voice now. I don't know. I don't like her. I don't like Camila's voice. Like as of recent. Karen Carpenter. I gotta listen to her. I never heard of her. Brandy, yeah. Monica too. Monica and Brandy have very unique voices, but now Monica is definitely giving Billy Goat. It definitely does get back. Sometimes, but at the end of the day, girl, her voice is different too. Aaliyah had a different voice. Like a lot of these girls have different voices, unique. But like Coco's voice, it was like her mom, but y'all, her mama can sing. I looked up this I looked up this song with her and Coco singing together. Her mama got pipes. When I say like Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle type of pipes, like it doesn't surprise me that like Coco can sing the way that she can, because her mama, dang, her mama can blow. I think blow better than she can. Don't come for Monica after praising Candy. I didn't say Monica. The thing is, I didn't say Monica couldn't sing. Nobody can touch Whitney Houston. I like to disagree with that. I feel that Celine Dion could definitely touch Whitney Houston. I feel like they would definitely be hand in hand. In my personal. Oh my God. I know what you know about Yebba. Every time I bring up Yebba, nobody knows who that is. Yebba? Baby, you are the light of my world. Don't need to try so hard. What? Celine Dion. Celine Dion has some of the most difficult songs that you can sing as a vocalist. I think sometimes Black people just don't like to say certain things because people white. Like Celine Dion is one of the best vocalists in this world. Honestly, well, not anymore because, I think it just depends on what you recorded. But I'm saying that, Celine Dion in her prime, baby, she could get on with any of them. Celine Dion is not to be trifled with. And her song, that like her and Whitney was getting the same songs to sing. If All by Myself wasn't going to her, it was going to go to Whitney Houston. Like, they were getting the same songs because they had the same vocal range. Like, you crazy. She's one of the best, but she is touching Whitney. Y'all just like to say that because number one, Whitney dead, and number two, Whitney black. That's why y'all say that about Whitney, but I feel that like Whitney's voice could be. I feel like if Celine Dion and Whitney Houston had a sing off in their primes, I feel that it would be just about the same, in my opinion. I ain't saying she gonna clear Nippy. I didn't say that. I say they're about equal to me. I feel like they're equal as far as like, vocal acrobatics. Celine Dion can be a little overwrought. She has pipes. I feel like Celine Dion and Whitney are hand in hand. I feel like they are equal as far as their vocal talents can go. I feel like you can give them the same songs and they will both blow the songs out of the out of the water. She's equal to Mariah. I don't think Mariah is equal to neither of those women. I feel like she's just like a tier below them. Because Mariah, I feel like her voice had was already damaged past the set. Now we said Whitney, like Mariah Carey doing the Emotions album, I could say that she would be equal to a Whitney or a Celine Dion. But it was like after she did that album, her voice began to deteriorate slowly because she got the vocal notes. But I guess you can say Mariah in her prime, like her first two albums especially her second album. She was just doing the most vocally. I think they actually the critics, when they were talking about her second album, they were critiquing it because she was doing too much vocally. They were saying that she was just trying to over sing. She was belting too much, doing way too many like whistle registers, way too much. Like, it was like she was like not trying to actually feel the music. Like, she was just trying to prove that she could sing better than everybody else. That's what their critique was for the Emotions album. Just look at the for example, the song Emotions, within itself is completely batshit crazy. And nobody gonna sing that. Nobody's trying to sing that. Nobody's trying to touch that. Okay? Nobody's trying to touch trying to touch that Emotion song, child. At all. Like, they were like, oh no. Mm-mm. But like, yeah, so let's move on. Now, Tamar and Candy. I don't like Tamar. Loving listening to the singing discussion. Oh, absolutely. One thing Jeremy loves is music. I can give you a real good analysis on some music now. I love a vocalist. I love a vocalist. And I listen to notes, I listen to vibratos, I listen to the resonance of people's voices, I listen to the melismas, the ease, the transition from head to chest, the chest to head, to the projection, it's so much I listen to. The glisshendos, all of that type of stuff. Like, that's why I say I've listened to a lot of Celine Dion records, and I listen to a lot of Whitney Houston records, and to me they sound about equal. Tamar is a terrible person. She is. And Tamar is a hater first and foremost, but let me pause real quick because I gotta order something. I'm not eating yet. I gotta order something, child. Jaguar can blow too. Who? Child. I hope you're not. Celine and Whitney is a hard one, but I'm gonna go with Whitney. And I'm saying it's okay to go with either of them. Like if you feel that Whitney is a better or Celine is better, that's fine. But I'm just saying they're comparable. Like if like when people think of like somebody to compare, Whitney to, they always will say Celine Dion and Mariah. I've listened to Jaguar Wright sing, and I don't like her voice. I don't think that she could sing that well. Me personally. I would not like it. We talking about, look, we're talking like if you was gonna say, you should have said Let It See, Layla Hathaway. Like what possessed you to say Jaguar? Jaguar Wright? Child, listen. I'll Tamar, a terrible person with Candy was slapping pregnant women aside the head. Well, if a pregnant woman hits you, you can't like. She obviously wasn't thinking about the baby. Look, don't you be hitting people while pregnant if you don't want to get hit back. So at the end of the day, I'm not mad at Candy for popping Tiny for putting her hands on her. I said that in my review. Okay, so listen. So what we see is Tamar going at Candy. Tamar said that apparently Candy had approached her and pressed her, about the stuff that she said about, Escape and, Carlos King. And then apparently, Carlos, I mean, not Carlos, but apparently Ty came over and threatened her, threatened bodily harm, said, you already know what it is and stuff like that. And first and foremost, let's start off here. None of this would be happening if Tamar shut the fuck up. None of this would be happening if Tamar didn't insert herself into something that had nothing to do with her. Let's start off there. Like, no, like number one, at this time, she was saying that she didn't even know Carlos King like that. But you standing up for him and tearing down your friend who you literally just made up with and apologized to, like you doing that, and it makes me feel that the reason that she was doing that is because she was hoping to try to get a show or something like that with Carlos King. But the thing is like that if Tamar did not insert herself into this, then this wouldn't have happened. Now, let's also talk about this. Since when have y'all ever known Todd to threaten women? When have y'all ever known Todd to threaten women? But in that same breath, let's also ask this question. How many times we have known Tamar to lie and exaggerate things? I can count on my hands, feet, head, teeth, all of the times we've caught Tamar in a lie. No, young rich skinny, she wasn't just sharing her opinion, because she then went on to her story and she was like, and my friend don't need to steal from nobody. They're like, why? But why are you sharing your opinion? Why are you inserting yourself into something that has nothing to do with you? It went past you just answering a question. Then when you get on your personal stories, you're talking, my friend ain't got to steal from nobody, girl. Then what do you? So basically, you're calling me a liar. And the thing is, if you want to have your personal opinion and you want to be able to do all of that weird shit on social media, that's fine. Don't come to me then. Don't talk to me, bitch. Don't hug me. Don't do any of that fake shit when you see me. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Don't talk. When you see me in public, bitch, don't speak. Go talk to your friend Carlos King. Don't talk to me. When you see me on tour, bitch, don't hit me up asking if you could be an opener. Go ask Carlos King if you can join his tour, right? This lady has lied. Now, hold on. Hello. Okay. This lady has been known to lie, even on her own sisters, for a storyline. Just plain out lie. And then for you to sit there and accuse Todd of allegedly maybe abusing Candy was completely wild. Especially when your mama went on a complete, news tour to announce to the world that Vince was allegedly whooping your ass. Like, what are you doing? And knowing that you were lying. And then, like, so Candy ended up telling her side of the story. Candy ended up saying, like, she, like, as they were passing each other, Tamar said hi. She said hi back. Tamar approached her and said, why is she giving her a dry hi, or whatever the case may be? And she says that after that, they began to say, she began to tell her why she wasn't really fucking with her like that. And she said it had nothing to do with the Dish Nation thing. It had nothing to do with that. It had nothing to do with Dish Nation. She understands that if you're getting interviewed, you're going to have to say your personal opinion. I mean, you could decline to, you could say, I decline to talk about that. But obviously, Tamar don't have that much, that much morality, so... she was like, the issue came in when you went on your story and you was like, my friend ain't gotta steal nothing from nobody. And then you unfollowed me. If you unfollowed me and you said that, then what was the reason that you even wanted to approach me to give a hug? Why? And then, after that, like, Tamar began to get defensive, because anytime Tamar gets called out for her BS, she gets defensive. And then she begins to get loud. And then Candy began to get loud. And then Candy says, we need to stop this before this goes to another level. And then Tamar, from what Candy was saying, well, what level can it go to, Candy? And then this is when Todd came over. He was like, baby, let's go, because you already know what it is. And to me, that sounds completely aligning with what everything was happening. That sounds like it's completely correct. And I guarantee you that more people will be able to recount everything that Candy said is truth, and be able to say that whatever Tamar was saying was a lie. And Tamar won't have nobody to recall this story. Number one, Candy don't even talk like that. And then you have the nerve to double dog and put it on your story. Like, when have y'all known Candy to even talk like that? Young Rich Skinny, you believe Tamar's version because you don't like Candy. That's why. And y'all have to understand the bias. You believe Tamar's version because you just simply don't like Candy, and that's fine. So let's be real here. You're calling her out because you simply just don't like Candy, and that's fine. But what we're gonna have to do, is be honest about our biases. See, I can admit that when I'm being biased. I can admit my bias for something. You do not like Candy, Young Rich Skinny. You do not like her. You do not like Candy. you've been eating Candy up since you got in this chat. So, like, it's okay if you can think that you may like somebody, but you truthfully don't. Tamar jealous of Candy because Candy is rolling. A whole lot of folks are jealous of Candy's success. I agree. And the fact that it's like a bandwagon, and then now all of a sudden you talking about Candy's singing voice, accusing her husband of being abusive to her, is just whack. It's just like, boo, go away. You're whack. Nobody cares. We're not going to buy your single, and it's going to flop. Anyway, I watched her shows. Not too much. You didn't watch her shows because you liked her. You watched her shows because you were bored, probably. Because you needed something to do. That don't mean you like her. You don't like Candy. Get up, stop playing with me. Just be real about it. If you don't like somebody, just say you don't like them. Ain't nothing wrong with saying that you're biased and you just don't like somebody. I feel like people be trying to claim that they like people while also dogging them out just so they can make it seem that, like, what they're saying is based on 100% truth and facts, when it's not. Candy is more reactionary. She doesn't start. Exactly. And Tamar is one to start. Tamar starts and she's reactionary. How you gonna start it and then have a heavy reaction to the stuff that you started? And I wanted to show y'all something. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Because I found this on social media and it reminded me on how, on how this is not it. This is not it. This is not it. Is it? What Twitter is this? I think I need to log in to my Twitter. Give me a second, you guys. Log in. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. Oh, child. Who still be doing who still be doing a mouth their not their mouth, who still be doing like their Twitter like with it bright as hell? My God, like if y'all still watching Twitter when it's white like that, baby, that's weak. That is weird. That is so harsh on the eyes. All right, so let me go to my account for 1 second because I tweeted or retweeted something. And let me see. I have been very active on Twitter, y'all. If y'all have not been following me, y'all should follow me because I really be on Twitter now. I'm a Twitter now. I be tweeting and stuff. Uh, um, hmm. Now I remember that it was that it was. Okay, let me look. I'm still looking, y'all. Be patient with me. Be patient with me. Be patient with me. Hmm. And what I'm talking about, it was somebody who was looking up, who was talking about, Tamar Braxton and Candy, and they pulled up this thing from BBC, from Big Brother, and like it actually showed the conversation that they had, but the way that Tamar retold the story was completely different than how it actually happened. And you literally saw Tamar basically like throwing gasoline on stuff and making stuff seem like it was worse than what it actually was. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. I want to show y'all this or let y'all hear it because I'm not trying to get striked because I just want to prove my point. But I'm not able to find it in my tweets. Okay. Now, I don't know, Chad. I might not be able to find it. And I don't think it'll let me search my tweets. I don't think I can do that. Can you? Open links in tab? No, I don't think you can search. You can search tweets. Mm-mm. So I may not be able to find it. Wait, I can go on Bondi Blues, but I might not be able to find it on there because she might like a lot of stuff too. She liked the tweet because I actually tagged her in it, I believe. Unless the person. Oh, here it is. Okay. So let me share the screen right now, and then I'll put an overlay on it. Okay. Let me do that. Let me make sure. Okay. I'm looking at the right thing. Okay. And then like this is so if you're looking at this, let me see. You'll see that the person said the fact that Candy didn't do any of that neck rolling and mouth smacking, but that's how Tamar saw it is everything I always say about that lady. So listen, so I'll put the overlay on and I'll let you guys hear it, okay? But I can't let y'all see it because they're gonna strike my channel and I can't have that. Not today. Not on to Dizzle. Okay. So I'll put the overlay on. Okay, so I'll play it right now.
What I was saying was on the tour, I personally wasn't even thinking about all the stuff. I thought we was totally moved on for that.
From my perspective, it was totally and utterly disrespectful and unprofessional.
What?
Absolutely.
Oh my God. We
Because
feel the same thing about you.
Wait a minute. Backstage where I am at work. And I had to let me finish, please.
Okay, I'm gonna let you finish.
And I had to endure being uncomfortable at work. And hold on. Yiddy-yaddling behind the stage when it's time for me to go to work.
Tamar thinks that our group was purposely trying to be mean to her. We was trying to purposely mess up her set. But the bottom line is we would not do all of those things on purpose to make her life bad on the tour. We were happy that she was there. So whatever she's thinking is clearly a misunderstanding.
Trying to figure out what's funny because it's getting a little disrespectful.
No, it's not.
Well, a little bit because I'm trying to tell you how I'm trying to tell you how I feel and you're laughing.
Well, no, I'm laughing because the thing about it is you taking it as though I know what's going in your head.
I've tried to play the game. You try to be social and try to be nice, and this what? Oh, I told you. And I ain't coming for all that cackling and hackling. I can't. That's a lot. That's a lot. Let's go.
Now I want to ask y'all. Now, where did y'all hear Candy do any of that? What did y'all hear Candy? This is literally what she did. She literally did the same thing, the same lip smack, the same neck rolls that Candy did never do. And she's and all it did was change the situation. Tamar blew this out of proportion. Tamar lied first and foremost, and then she put words in Candy's mouth that Candy never said. We're not talking about it was funny or not. We're talking about if it was true. We're not talking about it was funny. We're saying because Tamar is out here saying that that Todd may be an abuser and that may be beating up Candy, allegedly. That's what she's saying. And she's saying Todd threatened her, that Candy tried to beat her up. It's like none of this is probably how it happened. But it wasn't like no like Candy, like you, like I'm not about to allow myself to be stressed out by you, young rich skinny, because you want to be obtuse on purpose, and that's fine. You can you know what we're saying, but I'm not gonna allow you to trigger me. You like to gaslight, child. I can't. Anyway, but like, yeah, you saw how she recalled the story, and it didn't happen like that. That's not what Candy was not sounding like that. Candy was not like cackling. Candy just like, girl, like, what are you talking about? Like, we were not trying to ruin your set. And I believe Tamar was putting 20 on 10s. And I believe Tamar is hating. Tamar is mad that Candy's successful. And on top of that, Tamar is real close friends with Latasha Scott, from what I heard, from what Bondi Blue said. And Latasha Scott already said that she wrote, if you don't want to love me, which was the lead single from Tamar's first album, not Love and War, the one before that, the Tamar album. She already did that. So like they were already close beforehand. I remember the whole season, Young Rich Skinny. I don't care about none of that. We're talking about how Tamar be lying. Tamar multiple personalities, and she shows all of them. Every time she's in the public eye, will do anything for attention. Young Rich Skinny is doing all of this fighting for Tamar Braxton in the comments, but I guarantee you, Young Rich Skinny ain't bought her single. Did you buy Changed? Or you just fighting for a Tamar just because you don't like Candy? I feel like it's the latter. I don't feel like you truthfully support Tamar. Me personally, of course. You possibly could. Anyway, so I think that wraps up all of the topics for tonight. Okay. I believe that it does. But yeah, you streaming changed. You know Younger Skin ain't streaming that shit. She ain't streaming that. She's not. She's not at all. She's not. Because it's not true support. She truthfully does not support Tamar. It's because she don't like Candy. I bet she loved Latasha too. but honestly and truthfully, Latasha has a real. I'm not gonna stretch you out. Never gonna lump them. No, 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 da, da. No, 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 da, da. No, 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 da, da. No, 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 da, da. You will lie on the things you do in the heat. Does YouTube count as streaming? No, it doesn't. It does not. Oh, child, y'all are hilarious. Anyway, okay, I think that's it for me today. Okay, that's it for me. Y'all got me to review several things all in one. Young, rich, skinny. You have the energy of Monique. I wouldn't be surprised if this was Monique's other alternative account, because only Monique can trigger me like this. But anyway, I love every single one of you guys, and I hope that you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of y'all day. Okay. And I promise you, I will plan on doing the same. Please go check out my SWV Escape Queens of R&B review that I did earlier. Okay. So, and I think it was really, really good. I think it was very informative. I think I really broke it down and things like that. But much love to every single one of y'all. Hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of y'all day. I plan on doing the same. Okay, y'all.